Hello everyone and welcome to Brick Fortress, a new LEGO YouTube channel dedicated to building and reviewing any set that I find interesting enough to buy. Today we'll be looking at set 76181, the Batmobile Penguin Chase. Now this isn't a set that I would normally buy, however I'm a huge fan of the LEGO Speed Champion sets, and well, with twin turbos and a jet engine sticking out of the back, this is kind of the coolest Speed Champion set you could wish for. With that said, let's open up the box and take a look inside. The set comes with 3 bags, a bonus bag for the blue flame pieces, and a rather large amount of stickers for a $30 set. Regardless of the stickers though, this was a really fun set to build. The building experience is almost important to me as the end result, so this reflects really well on the set. The building techniques used to achieve the shape of the car, while including the smaller details, were really fun to follow along in the building process. That means a lot to me. So it gets a gold star in the building department. You don't want to see me build the set though, you want to see the set itself. So let's get down to business. Starting off with the minifigures, this set includes only 2, the Penguin and the Batman. We'll start off by taking a look at the Penguin, who I immediately notice has leg printing that matches the torso printing. This carries down the trench coat past his waist, which also has printing. The front looks really clean. I like the purple pinstripes of his suit, however, the back and sides leave a little to be desired. That's made up for by the rocket launcher micro build utilizing the new Flickfire missile mold. I really like the inclusion of this, even if it's not accurate to the movie. Next up, we have the Batman, which comes with some really awesome detailed printing on the front of the torso and the legs. The metal parts of his suit even reflect in the light a little. His back also has great detail, even if it's covered up by his cape. Speaking of which, the cape has a new cutout design that I haven't seen before, including only 1 hole in contrast to the regular 2. I just found that interesting. The set includes an additional head for Batman Unmasked, which is a nice addition given that with his mask on, the head has an ugly white unibrow. Interestingly enough, LEGO used the same unibrow design in the 2008 Batcycle and Harley Quinn's Hammer Truck set. However, that set did not include an extra head, so it's nice to see how far LEGO has come. While digging for this old Batman figure, I also found the OG Penguin minifigure, so I thought it'd be fun to throw that in as well. With the minifigures out of the way, let's move on to the set, and man, what a set this is. What hits me first, and is rather impossible to miss, are the engines in the front and the back. The front engine has these raised chassis braces that give the car a beefier look and has exhaust cutouts coming right out of the hood. Now, for my non-car people out there, those features aren't normal. In fact, not much about this car is. I've heard this new Batmobile is modeled after an early 1970s Dodge Charger, however with a rear-mounted engine along with structural supports to really bulk up the car and make it more of a tank. Looking at the car front on, this thing looks mean, with the low, wide stance, and absolutely menacing front grille, and flickfire shooters with the side exit exhausts on either side. Oh man, I just love it. Taking off the roof to get a better look at the inside of the Batmobile, and it's interesting to note that the windshield piece is a totally new design when comparing to that of the Speed Champion cars. Surprisingly, although the set first struck me as being very similar in style to the Speed Champion sets, I found that they're completely different builds all around, and honestly in the Batmobile's favor. Comparing the interiors now, the Batmobile has much more detail, with a driver-centric curved dashboard, a 2-piece steering wheel, dashboard detail, and a center console piece. In contrast, this Heritage Ford GT has just a center console sticker and a standard steering wheel. Point Batmobile. The side profile of the car looks just as aggressive as the front grille does. The rear of the car is raised up higher than the front, making it look like a real drag car. Fun fact, this is actually referred to as a high rake setup, with the angle between the floor of the car and the ground being referred to as rake. And okay, enough nerd talk, let's get to the rear of the car because holy mother of God, as a gearhead, this thing makes me drool. The rear of the car has been completely cut apart and reshaped to cram in a massive V8 engine. Speaking of which, my favorite moment of the movie has come to life. The screaming, twin turbocharged, rear-mounted V8 that's dedicated entirely to powering some kind of jet engine. Just listen. That is just music to my ears. When I first heard that in the theater, I got goosebumps, and even now listening to it while editing this video, my heart is pounding. It's something in the way the V8 rumbles through your chest while the turbine whines above it that just checks all my boxes, much like this set. This thing looks incredible, it was really fun to build, and it absolutely abolishes any Speed Champion set you compare it to. Especially considering this is only a $30 set, this is an easy 10 out of 10 for me. With all that said, there's only one thing left to do. Hit it.